Alright. Today we are going to be putting this wire connector back in my 2013 Toyota Tundra. I don't know if you guys ever see these connectors. We're going to take this apart. It has a locking mechanism I have to pull out. And then it's got a clip that you got to go in there and push on. And then this will slide right out. Like I said in my other videos, if you've looked, the mice go up inside above the intake and chew up all these wire connectors. Ugh, drives me nuts. So let me get some stuff started and I'll be right back. Anyways, you gotta pull this little lock out here first. And I usually use my small trusty screwdriver. And I'll put that in there. And it'll slowly come out. And I'll try to get my fingers in there. You see how it pops out like that? Well, she ain't cooperating. Anyways, once you get these locks out, there it goes. Once you get these locks out, then you can figure out what size you have to go. Thank you, Mr. Mouse. And then, as you can see in here, you got these holes. What you want to do is get in there and put it where the clip comes undone. You got to snap it down and pull it out at the same time. Pain in the butt, but oh yeah, I think I figured out what I did last time. Hold on a second, I need one more tool. Anyways, there's a little, I know it's hard to see. There's a piece of plastic tab that you got to get. It's easier for me to get a needle in there and you pry up on it. And then this will slide right out. And what we'll do is I'll take the other end of this and probably cut some of that rubber off. I'm not going to need the sealer, but then I'll tie that wire and solder together. So let's see if this will make it easier. I use a pretty big needle. Okay. And then what I'll do is, since the mice have gotten it chewed it pretty close to the end, I'll use a pair of pliers on it, or the needle nose like this. And then when I'm working it, I kind of keep pulling it back a little bit while I got that needle in there. But it's got a little piece of plastic that will connect. You see how it's got these two little pieces of metal sticking up? I don't know if you see that or not. Dang. I'm trying to learn how to use this camera. Anyways, they got them right there. Anyways, you got to push a piece of metal down or a piece of plastic, get it pushed up, and then this thing will slide right out. Anyway, alrighty, that's a little bit better, kinda. So next step is getting the soldering and gun up and going, and I'll soldering this wire to it. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So first thing I'm going to see, I'm going to slide that off of there. You can see this. I'm going to take that off for now. You'll see what I'm going to do here in a second. Since there ain't much wrap left, so what I'll do is I'll put that in there. What I'm going to do is wrap this wire to these two wires. And then what I'll do is hold them like this. Right, looking pretty good. I bought this, I don't know, let's see, yeah, I bought this little soldering iron gun, Amazon, aka China, for about $17, which came with all this little stuff, which is pretty cool. They gave me some little wiring and stuff, gave me some solder flux and all that good stuff. So I'll take this, get my finger going a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Put that there. Always fun. Anyways. I'm gonna get me plenty of solder. This easily breaks off. Okay. Now here's the fun part. I'm gonna get this, use this to hold it up, so I can add some heat to it. Here we go. I'm gonna get the tip a little moist. Clean it off a little bit. Make sure I ain't got nothing on there. I know this is a cheap kit from China, but I learned one thing in life: if you don't have the tools, it sure makes the job harder. So, anyways, I'm gonna heat up that wire. Come on. One thing in life you're gonna notice is the older you get, the more blinder you get. Golly. Got my glasses on and still have a hard time seeing this thing. Heat up. There it goes. There we go. Pretty good solder. I don't think I'm like the expert of this, but and check how everything is. Like I said, for $17, this thing worked pretty good. I like all this little stuff. Like I said, it comes with solder, comes with paste. See? Solder and paste. Comes with your flux. It's got all the stuff. Well, like I said, is the issue I'm having is I got so many mice that like to chew up the wires on my Toyota. Even parked outside for any amount of time, like a week, and they're in there chewing up wires. Like I said in my previous video, somebody was telling me that there was a recall on this wiring harnesses on Toyotas. Now let's make sure I got it faced the right direction, so when I slide this up there, then you take and you slide that down. That way, I'll go plug it in. It's not the best, but definitely a lot better than being chewed up. Okay. So here's the deal. Remember, I was telling you about that piece of plastic that holds in that little hole you got to pry up, and then you'll take your needle nose and pry it out that way. So you can see that connector there. We're going to slide it in. Make sure I got my connector facing the right direction. And voila, did you hear it snap in? I'm going to push that. Now when I get a chance, I'm going to tape, these are going to be taped up, so you're going to be seeing that. Now, remember that lock deal I pulled out earlier? Making sure that it stays in there. Make sure she gets in there. Come on. Uh-oh. Make sure I got this thing in the right direction. Man. Pretty sure that's how it went, but I'm old where the top went. Let's double check it. It looks like where I pried it from. So let's take a look. Yep, it's upside down. Anyways, this is the locking mechanism so that thing can't come unloose. And voila! And that's how you do it. Now, I'm going to take and strip this wire back when I go back out to the shop. And I always leave the other side a little bit longer. That way, once I wrap up the wires on the side it's fitting on, I got these little connectors. They're pretty cool. You wrap the wires up, you slide this little connector in. It's like a shrink wrap, but it's also got its own solder in it. So once you heat it up, it'll sit there and melt the solder, seal up this connector, and then we'll tape it up and we'll go from there. But yes, these connectors are fun. So if you own a Toyota, the mice love the wiring harnesses. They love everything on them. Anyways, that's how you put one together. Thank you. Bye. Anyways, this is my 2008. I was just wanting to show you guys what the mice like to do. Let's see where that new wrapping is. Leave these things sit long enough. They go up here and start eating off these connectors. I fixed both of these. It's crazy. I just got to make sure that they're not chewing things up. It's funny. I'll put a green block. I'm going to have to replace and put another one up here. So if the mice, they do come up here. Give them something to eat on and die. Anyways, like I said, this is my 2008. So we're going to go to my 2013. Anyways, as you can see, it's dark. It's my 2013. And they chewed up down wires to that connector. I think it's called an intake solenoid, and then you got your gas purge valve right there. And these guys like to chew up all the wires up here. For some reason, the same spots. Anyways, we'll attach it to my regular video I've already done. My son's going to edit this one. He wanted to get part of the editing. But yeah, if you leave these things set out very long, the mice will get up in there and start chewing up, like I said, get up and start chewing up the firewall. God, it's crazy. Anyways, that's going to probably be the end of this channel. Thank you for seeing Captain Obvious. I'm going to let my son edit this video and see how he does. Thank you for watching.